Hello, and welcome back to another edition of the Timmy Show. It's been a while, but I figured I would come back live today and show you the secret layers I got, which I got the full kit of this, but primarily just to get this one, which is Greet the Dog. And the reason why is I'm building, well, I always wanted to build a dog deck, and not really the cat version like you see a lot of places. So we got the old pre-con from Fallout, and what we wound up doing was took out basically some of the equipment, but mainly I replaced that one with a better version of it in one of the lands to put one of the secret layer ones in there. But basically the ones that dealt with ores and stuff, we're not really wanting to go into enchantments and ores, so I removed those things from it, and we're going basically Voltron, but with more creatures than Voltron. So we're going to open this up. We're going to see what pretty cards we're going to get, and we will wind up replacing a few of the cards in our deck with the prettier versions of them. And then, of course, ready to get to work, Dogmeat. All right, we'll get that out of the way. I don't know if there's like a secret version of this, but we do have this one in there. We're going to replace that one. We're also going to replace our Arcane Signet with the Dogmeat Arcane Signet. We don't have Lightning Greaves, which is going to be an include in there. We got a Patchwork. And I don't know if we got a secret card out of here. I guess you do, because there's 6 cards in here. Patchwork Banner. We got the Soul Ring. And what? Oh, we got a Command Tower. Very nice. That's pretty cool. So we're going to replace that Command Tower in ours too. I don't know if Command Tower came with all of them, but we'll go ahead and show you some of the build that we have. And we'll go from there. We do have a few cards that we probably need to add in here. This is kind of my first go around with it. I don't think we have a ton of dogs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I consider that a 10, even though it makes them versus that, but 10, 12, 13, 14. So we got 14 dogs. And it was just because going Voltron, I just figured we throw a 1-drop dog in there. And even that's a human, it makes the dog, so that's okay. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna replace this one with the cooler version of this, with the cooler Dogmeat one. So we went from this one to this one. Okay. So that's fine on that one. We left a lot of the humans in there that do kind of draw cards or make junk tokens to draw more cards. So I left a lot of those in here. And we might need to, that's a saga. I don't know why I got it in the humans. Yeah, we'll put that probably down here anyways, but we put a bunch of the nice swords in here. This is a newer one from Assassin's Creed I just put in here to try to get us to creatures. I don't know how good this is going to be. We're going to give it a try out. But we put Excalibur in there, the nice sword from Assassin's Creed. or at least the artwork. Full art on that. We have Sword of Sinew and Steel. Foil from original New Phyrexia. Very nice. Sword of War and Peace. We got the Sword of Hearth and Home. We got the Buster Sword. And those are our big ones. And we kept some of these in here from the original, like the Pip-Boy, that. This is the one I replaced. So this is the Commander Masters version of the one that was already in here. We went ahead and replaced that. So we left a lot of them in here. So we're putting Lightning Greaves in there. So we will have to remove one piece of equipment to put that in here, but we'll come back to that. So this is an ad for me too. So I added Cathar's Crusade in there because it puts a lot of counters on our creatures. So hopefully we make a few dogs and we do that. So I wanted to add that in here. So this is kind of our mix. We do got a lot of things that make things. So that's the Arcane Signet coming out for the Dogmeat Signet. The Lightning Greaves need to go in. Patchwork Banner actually needs to go in too. So we're gonna add Soul Ring in here over this Soul Ring. All right. So I did put Relic in here because a lot of the creatures in here are legendary, but I don't know if we want to do that. That gives haste and unblockability. Yeah. And you may cast 3. Okay, so I don't want to remove any of those. So Patchwork Banner, I think, might replace the Relic of Legends. I might have to put this back in here after a while, depending on how many. I'm just gonna do it for now, but we want to put the Patchwork Banner in here. Okay. We'll go ahead and find and the only thing in here, I did not update any of the lands, so I'm gonna play the deck tomorrow one time or a couple of times and see what I need to add and what I need to take out. And this is some of the, I guess, some of the removal that's in here. I didn't add a lot in. I did add Darksteel Mutation, which I got the Jake and Joel one signed, so I might wind up putting that one in. And I did add Steel Shaper's Gift. So we did add that. These are our mana rocks, so we'll put those back in. Now we're looking for Command Tower. And we're going to add the Command Tower in. There we go. So we will move that one out and move this Command Tower in. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to want to go find a spot for the Lightning Greaves. Okay, so that's our equipment. So we'll put that. I don't want to mess with this too much. And I might wind up taking that Crusade out, but I don't know yet. That's a creature. We'll put these right there. This is our equipment. So we're wanting to put Lightning Greaves in. We do have the big swords. We're not taking any of those out. So these are our big, this is our big package. So we're big 6, I guess. We're not removing any of that. This returns equipment cards, so I don't want to remove that. It has double strike as long as you have 2 or more equipments are attached to it. And if you cast a spell, copy it so you can make 2 brass knuckles. I don't know. This does give you Shroud too, but it's a one-time banger. But then it gives unblockability, so we're definitely not removing that. We're definitely not removing Basilisk Collar either. Boots does the same thing as Lightning Greaves, but Lightning Greaves is a better version of it because it costs 0 to attach. This could become, I don't think I have to go back and look because I'm not, yeah, they're not legendary. The swords aren't, so that could copy any one of them. I don't want to remove that. The one thing I might say is the battlefield axe, or the battle axe. It does make copies when it, but if it doesn't, because it doesn't even give trample, it doesn't. So I want to say we're going to remove the battle axe forge and put in Lightning Greaves. I think that's a fair, decent swap. I'll put that there. So this is our equipment package, and I'll just show you guys. We didn't try to go too over the top with the equipment for this. We did put some bangers in there. So six really good bangers, and a way to give it back, give Shroud, give Hexproof, and more Shroud and Hexproof, basically. So that or that's adding all the secret layer in there. So we got the entire secret layer in there. We're removing these one-on-one copies, except these two. So basically these two, and we'll put those there. Now we do have some cards we probably need to add. It's more dogs, and just to beef it up, I did get the bigger card of it too, so that's cool. And matter of fact, I do have the bigger secret layer card to Ren and Siri too, from the secret layer. Somebody gave that to me, so that was pretty cool. We definitely want to add Shram. He's not a dog, so this is our dog package basically, and we'll move that out the way. We do need to up the dog count in there. This destroys a legendary permanent when it enters, so I definitely don't want to remove that because it's part of my removal package. Okay, so the screen's it's indestructible on my turn. Draw a card, then discard when it attacks. So that's pretty good. I don't want to remove that. Now this is a 3/3 for 3. It's got Menache. Whenever it attacks, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. So that's decent. Whenever you discard a card for the first time, create a junk token. I mean, I'll put that one up there. It's still good. It draws cards. I don't really want to. Okay, so this, I think I'm going to keep that one. I think this is the one I want to move out. It's got double strike. Well, no, it's got double strike and trample. I really don't want to. Double strike and trample with the equipment is very good. So we'll leave that maybe on the cutting block. If this is modified, it deals damage to any target. In this deck, it might be a thing. It gets 1+1 for each equipment attached to it. It's got trample. So a lot of these have trample. Return up to 1 equipment card from a graveyard. So I can't really fault that too. And this might be my version of, well, this is to the battlefield, not to the hand. So return it or put a shield counter on something. That's pretty good. This is definitely really good. It's got War 2 adds for equipment and attaches equipment. Yeah, I don't want to remove that. Whenever you cast an aura or equipment spell, exile. So it's basically a draw type engine. If it were enchanted or equipped, return any number of cards that were attached from the graveyard. Yeah, I mean that's decent too. So this makes an equipment, so I really don't want to get rid of that either. This just makes junk tokens. And yeah, we're not definitely getting rid of this because it draws cards and you may equip. I don't know, it might be this one. Whenever you cast, put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever this does, this has to die for it. So I think I'm going to remove this one. It's a 2-drop, so I'm adding a 2-drop in with Shram because we want to draw some cards. So we're going to remove that one and we're going to add that. Now, I think I'm going to wait on these. This one I'm not going to play. These are just dogs, but they're not really good versions of the dogs. So, I want to add those. So this kind of destroys an artifact by adding counters to it. And this is actually a mana dork. So what's let me go back and read. Whenever you cast a dog spell, make a 1/1 cat. And when you do a cat, okay. So it's only when you cast, not when you make a token. So this works on the junk tokens. So I definitely don't want to take out Jenny Faye because it can make dogs or cats. This is neither a dog nor a cat. It makes things, but I think what I want to do is I want to go ahead and remove this. And we're going to replace it with this one. Because it's a possible removal, plus it's a dog, so I definitely want to put the dog in there. Plus it looks like a freaky Fallout type animal. So, you know, we don't want to take Jenny Faye out. So this would be my 15th dog if I can add it to the deck by taking one of these out, which I kind of went through. And it draws cards, but Shram kind of did that. But then discard, you put a... I don't know if I want to discard cards in this deck. So I think I'm going to remove Veronica. And that might come back to haunt me, but I'm going to remove it anyways and add another dog to the deck. That should give me 15 total type dog cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Even though Jenny Faye is not one, it makes a bunch of them. So I'm kind of, and it doesn't trigger that, but it's kind of low on dogs, which I'm fine with because this is more of a Voltron deck anyways. So this is the rest of our creature base, which we got a little more draw in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15 equipment. So we got 15 equipment that can trigger Shram and Pure Style Paladin. Both might be on the low side, so I'm not gonna lie there. It could be on the low side. I actually dig that card a lot. This does fetch back equipment. This is just a card that it's a backbreaking card if it survives in a game. We got various points. Some of the creatures do it too, so we got a little bit protection and a lot of different style. And this is this is destruction or proactive for your creatures. But we added a lot of the stuff in here, and the lands are going to stay the same. We didn't change any of the lands. It comes with 38 lands in it. And this is what we're going to go with. So basically, this is, I would like to say budget style of this deck, even though it's got the bigger swords in it. But I just want to see how decent this is without running a lot of this stuff in. These are basically the tokens and stuff, so that's fine. And that's the first time I read the one that makes that, so that's fine too. We did take these two out earlier. I'm not for sure I want to take this one out, to be honest with you, but we're gonna, and this one is actually, even though it's an aura, it does pretty good stuff. Like when you could cast this, it gives you a whole different attack phase. So there's some things I might look at and I might want to put back in there, but this is how I'm going to play it the first time. Those were lands too. This is how I'm going to play it the first time, and we're going to see. And I might need to make a lot of wholesale changes in it. But mainly, it's to be a Voltron deck and put big equipment on a lot of different creatures. But, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know your thoughts on how you would make your Voltron style dog deck. But that's our deck, and we're going to try to give it a try tomorrow night, right after we play we're doing a TMNT draft, and then we'll move into Commander. But all right, guys, we'll catch y'all later. Have a good week.